King Letizia III of Lesotho celebrates his 60th birthday in Maseru. Prince Laurent of Belgium sued by the Libyan Investment Authority. Queen Margrethe II of Denmark begins her summer stay at Correspondent Slot. And King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia of Spain attended an award ceremony in Madrid. All this and much more coming up next on your Royal Daily News. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Alexandra, and this is your Royal Daily News for July 18th, 2023. In Madrid, Their Majesties King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia of Spain attended the 103rd edition of the Premios Internacionales de Periodismo de ABC, held at the new ABC headquarters last evening. The winner of the Premio Mariano de Cavia went to Mr. Manuel Yabois for his article entitled My Life Without WhatsApp, published in El País on May 15th, 2022. The winner of the Premio Luca de Tena went to veteran journalist Mr. Pedro Garcia Cuatengo. The winner of the Premio Mingote went to Ms. Flavia Alvarez Pedrosa, better known as Flavita Banana, for her illustration published in El País on July 18th, 2022. In the morning, His Majesty the King presided over the presentation of the delivery of royal offices at the Academia Central de la Defensa. According to the Spanish Royal Court, the ACD is a military teaching center responsible for training the Common Core of the Armed Forces and supervising the military teaching of foreign languages in Spain. Yesterday, in Antibes, His Serene Highness Prince Albert II of Monaco witnessed a signing of a partnership agreement between the Institut Oceanographique de Monaco and the Posidania Espace Mer et Littoral. According to a press release, this partnership will make it possible to develop synergies on a technical, educational, and/or commercial level, thus strengthening the Franco-Monegasque friendship. Quote, the two establishments share the same objective of raising public awareness of the protection of the ocean. By sharing the knowledge and know-how of the teams, the overall mission of the Oceanographic Institute to make known, love, and protect the ocean thus extends outside the walls. End quote. The signing agreement took place during the inauguration of the new €4.2 million Interaction Espace Mer et Littoral, located on the site of the Batterie du Goyon. This morning in Monacoville, the Sovereign Prince received an olive tree from the Mayor of Ollioules, France, Robert Beneventi, at the Palais Princier. Last March, the Sovereign Prince presented the Site Historique Grimaldi de Monaco plaque to the cute little village. During his visit, the Mayor offered the Sovereign Prince an olive tree. So, several months later, the tree was delivered. Her Majesty Queen Margrethe II of Denmark arrived in Sonderborg Harbor in South Jutland this morning to begin her annual summer stay at Correspondent Slot. On the quay, Her Majesty the Queen was warmly welcomed by the Mayor of Sonderborg Municipality, Mr. Erik Lauritsen. When speaking to the press, the Mayor said, quote, we are very happy that the royal family has a tradition of using the summer palace in southern Jutland. It means a lot to the people of southern Jutland that the royal family has close ties to the region. End quote. Thereafter, Her Majesty the Queen, accompanied by the Mayor, arrived in the lovely town of Glastin to attend an official welcoming ceremony. Upon her arrival, Her Majesty the Queen was greeted with flowers from two local children, and naturally, hundreds of residents cheered for their beloved Queen. During the official welcoming ceremony, the Mayor gave a speech, stating, quote, we have, as always, looked forward to your arrival with great joy and excitement. Today is a special day when we gather to welcome you, and as you can see from the attendance, we are happy to welcome you here in the town square of Glastin. Your presence means an incredible amount to us, and we are deeply honored to have you here today. End quote. Her Majesty the Queen will remain at Correspondent Slot for the next several weeks. Then, she will take up residence at Château de Quay. Yesterday, in Stockholm, His Majesty King Carl Gustaf of Sweden and Her Royal Highness Crown Princess Victoria of Sweden held a meeting with members of the Advisory Council on Foreign Affairs at the Königliche Slottet. In Brussels, His Majesty King Felipe of the Belgians held an audience this morning with the President of the Republic of Ecuador, Guillermo Lasso, at the Palais Royal de Bruxelles. In the afternoon, His Majesty the King held an audience with the President of the Republic of Chile, Gabriel Boric Font. On Monday, His Majesty the King held a meeting with the President of the Federative Republic of Brazil, Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, at the Palais Royal de Bruxelles. Meanwhile, a lawsuit has been filed against His Royal Highness Prince Laurent of Belgium by the Libyan Investment Authority for extortion, fraud, and unlawful influence. According to Belga news agency, the prince, who is the younger brother of His Majesty King Philippe of the Belgians, has been involved in a legal dispute with the LIA for several years. Last week, the Brussels Court of Appeal rejected an appeal by the LIA in this case. Quote, "The organization had challenged an investigation carried out against it. This included the seizure of some 15 billion euros from its accounts and the issuance of an arrest warrant for the head of the LIA." Mr. Christophe Marchand, one of the attorneys representing the LIA, recently spoke with the press, stating, quote, "The criminal complaint we filed accuses Prince Laurent of fraud and extortion. We also allege that Prince Laurent used undue influence to try to force our client to pay him a large sum of money for a dispute that we believe had nothing to do with our client." End quote. When asked about the lawsuit, Prince Laurent said it was, quote, "pathetic," end quote. The prince has been claiming damages since 2014 because the Libyan state unilaterally ended a collaboration with his NGO, the Global Sustainable Development Trust, in 2010. Together, they allegedly had plans for reforestation in the Libyan desert. The nonprofit organization was due to receive around 50 million euros. Quote, "While investigating the case, Belgian prosecutor Mr. Michel Claes came across 4 bank accounts at Euroclear Bank in Brussels. These once belonged to the family of the late Libyan dictator Muammar Gaddafi. Together, they held some 15 billion euros, but the United Nations had frozen the accounts. Mr. Claes had the accounts seized when it emerged that more than 2 billion euros in interest had nevertheless disappeared from the funds in 2012. Despite an appeal by the LIA, the Brussels prosecution chamber ruled last week that Mr. Claes' investigation had been conducted properly. The Brussels Court of Appeal also confirmed the international arrest warrant for the LIA leader, Ali Mahmoud Hassan. This had been issued in 2022. End quote. In Kigali, Rwanda, Her Royal Highness Princess Mabel of the Netherlands participated in the opening of the 2023 Women Deliver Conference and Global Dialogue. The theme of this year's 3-day conference is Spaces, Solidarity, and Solutions. On Monday, His Majesty King Letizia III of Lesotho celebrated his 60th birthday. And on the occasion of his special day, hundreds of citizens, government representatives, and heads of state arrived at the Sesotho Stadium in Maseru to celebrate His Majesty the King's Day, including His Majesty Mswati III of Eswatini. According to a press release, the celebrations were, quote, fulfilled with numerous performances and a parade of 511 officers from the Lesotho Defense Force. The birthday celebrations ended with Their Majesties the King and the Queen and other members of the royal family cutting the cake. End quote. In Windsor, Their Majesties King Charles III and Queen Camilla of the United Kingdom hosted a reception in the staterooms at Windsor Castle in celebration of the 400th anniversary of the publication of the first William Shakespeare folio. Also attending this evening's reception was Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Edinburgh and the Royal Highnesses the Duke and Duchess of Gloucester. According to Buckingham Palace, the first folio, published in 1623, contains 36 plays, 18 of which would have been lost without its publication. A copy of the first folio is held in the Royal Library at Windsor Castle and was on display during this evening's reception. Yesterday, in London, Her Majesty the Queen celebrated her 76th birthday. Born Camilla Rosemary Shand on July 17, 1947, at the King's College Hospital, London, to Major Bruce Middleton Hope Shand and the Honourable Rosalind Maud Shand. In Doha, His Highness Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, the Emir of Qatar, welcomed the Prime Minister of Japan, Fumio Kishida, and his delegation at the Emiri Dewan. During their meeting, the Emir stressed the importance of the visit, quote, as it will result in increased communication and coordination in order to enhance cooperation between the two countries in all aspects, end quote. Discussions also focused on the existing cooperation relations between the two countries, especially in the fields of economy and energy. In Madrid, Her Royal Highness Princess Alessandra of Hanover was named the godmother of Her Highness Princess Milana Olympia of Oettingen-Spielberg. The little princess, born on June 1st, is the youngest daughter of Their Highnesses Hereditary Prince Franz Albrecht and Hereditary Princess Cleo of Oettingen-Spielberg. And finally, Her Royal Highness Princess Maria Olympia of Greece, accompanied by Miss Poppy Delavigne, the girlfriend of His Royal Highness Prince Constantine Alexios of Greece, attended the men's final match during the 2023 Wimbledon Championships, held on the Centre Court at the All England Lawn Tennis and Croquet Club. Lord and Lady Frederick Windsor also attended Sunday's exciting match. And there you have it. Thank you all so much for joining me this afternoon. I will be back tomorrow on Wednesday, July 19th, with all the latest royal news. Until then, I wish you all a wonderful Tuesday evening and a great day tomorrow. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss a thing. Okay, have a wonderful evening, everyone, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.